When a car loses all power while driving and then won't start, it's a pretty unsettling experience. There are a few common culprits for this kind of issue, and identifying the problem can save you a lot of time and money. Electrical system failure. One of the main reasons a car might lose all power is due to a failure in the electrical system. This could involve battery. If the battery is dead or has a poor connection, the car can suddenly lose power. Check the battery terminals for corrosion or loose connections. Alternator. The alternator charges the battery while the car is running. If it fails, the battery will quickly lose its charge, and the car will shut down. A faulty alternator often leads to flickering lights or electrical issues before a full shutdown happens. Fuses and relays. These components control various electrical circuits in your vehicle. A blown fuse or faulty relay can interrupt power to critical systems. Fuel system issues. Another possible cause is a failure in the fuel system. These could include fuel pump. If the fuel pump fails, the engine will not receive the gas it needs to run, causing it to shut down. A common sign of a failing fuel pump is the car sputtering before it dies. Fuel filter. A clogged fuel filter can prevent fuel from reaching the engine. This can happen gradually or suddenly, causing the car to lose power and eventually stall. Ignition system problems. The ignition system is also a potential suspect. Ignition coil. The ignition coil delivers electricity to the spark plugs. If it fails, it can cause the engine to misfire and eventually not run at all. Spark plugs, worn or fouled. Spark plugs can cause the engine to lose power. Though it's rare for them to cause a complete shutdown, it's worth checking. Mechanical failures. Lastly, mechanical issues can also cause a sudden loss of power. Timing belt. If the timing belt breaks, the engine will lose synchronization, leading to a complete shutdown. It's often accompanied by a loud snapping or slapping noise. Engine sensors. Modern cars rely on various sensors to manage the engine's performance. A failed sensor can result in the car stalling or not starting at all. Diagnostic approach 1. Check the battery and alternator. Use a multimeter to check the battery voltage. You should see around 12.6 volts with the engine off and 14.7 volts with the engine running. 2. Inspect fuses and relays. Look for blown fuses or faulty relays and replace them as needed. 3. Listen for the fuel pump. Turn the key to the on position and listen for the fuel pump's whining sound, indicating it's working. 4. Scan for fault codes. Use an OBD2 scanner to check for any stored error codes in the car's computer. This can point you in the right direction. If you're not comfortable troubleshooting these issues on your own, it might be best to take your car to a trusted mechanic. Living in Portland, I know there are plenty of reputable shops that can help diagnose and fix the problem. Remember, regular maintenance can often prevent these types of issues from occurring in the first place. Stay safe on the road.